Good evening everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Sleep video. It is a new week here at Taupe Hollow and I do have a Delibird on the field here. It's just temporarily. I have tried to rack up the remaining eggs that I need to finish off my final dish that I haven't cooked before, which is the Flower Gift Macarons. And so we're gonna do that here right now because actually tomorrow there will be a pretty big update, version 2.0.0, and at that point in time we'll be getting some new recipes. And so before then I figured I might as well just cook everything that I haven't cooked before so that I am all ready for the new update. And the last thing remaining here should be some cacao, I think. There we go, a new recipe. Let's just go all in cacao on this one. 86, huge dish. I'm super excited to see what the new dishes will be all about. Hopefully there is a new record for the max pot size of any dish. I'm hoping that there's a recipe that crosses 100 ingredients in a single dish. That would be pretty huge. And otherwise, I'm pretty excited to see what the Pokemon will be all about. We have gotten the news of a new ingredient. Man, that's a lot of sounds. We know there is going to be rousing coffee, and most likely the Shinx is an electric ingredient specialist, and that would be ridiculously exciting if it is a mono coffee contestant, which would make sense. And I'm just looking forward to see how it is received and how strong it is and viable, because it seems to me like they're trying to gear the Luxray to become the next Beware, and I'm just all for it. Sinnoh, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, came out in 2007, I believe, maybe 2006. I'm blanking on the exact years, but it's getting close to 20 years. And within that span of time, Luxray has been a fan favorite, but in the main series games, in terms of competitive, it's always been lackluster. And so if Pokemon Sleep can help with that a little bit, I think that could be pretty exciting. So I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I have a main session as well as a nap here at Taupe Hollow, even though it's very early on in the week, and for the most part I'm still doing the overstacking. So yeah, the main session here though is a full-on session because this is the last part of the sleep style discovery week, and I just wanted that final day to be as big as possible because I want all the new sleep styles, and it seems like it at least worked a little bit. So we have a Top Belly Espeon. That is pretty cool. And I also put on a Luck Incense and a Friend Incense, just in the hopes that somehow like an Onyx or a slumbering, Steelix shows up, then I can Ultra Biscuit it. That would be pretty exciting. But it seems like at the very least that Luck Incense is going to be nice on that Espeon. Then we have a new Crocalor. All about that Crocalor too. So if it is hungry, I am going to feed it my premium biscuit because I am still on the apple hunt. Fuecoco, Onyx, and Wooper are my targets here at Taupe Hollow. So just have to see if any of those show up here. Charmeleon. I always feel like that Banette could be shiny. And that Ralt, no, what am I saying? Rattata is sleeping way close to that rock. We have Ninetales. We have a Fuecoco, Raticate, and Growlithe. That's pretty exciting. There's no other Pokemon here, I think. Yeah, all right, nice. So maybe if the Crocalor is hungry, that could be cool. Otherwise, I am going for that Fuecoco, which is one of my targets. I think I already have an Espeon. I don't remember, but at the very least, I can just look at the friendship level and know for sure. What's interesting with all the evolutions is you can catch them fully evolved, even if you don't intend on using them. And then you can use them as candy converters. Okay, so I'm gonna feed a Great Biscuit to the Fuecoco. Just gonna start there. Not even gonna bother with trying to do some... I hate when these things get full. It's just awful. When it is your target and you try to be cute with the biscuits, this game is merciless at times. So yeah, I am actually interested in both of these. So I'm going to go for the Banette. Overall, I would say Banette probably not among the top tier Pokemon in this game, despite the fact it's now favored at the newest, latest. Whoa, that's a lot of points. For real? That's crazy. I thought it was 12. Oh man, that's a bummer. Okay, let's see if it's still hungry after this. If it is, I'll feed it a grade biscuit. Otherwise, that was surprising that it requires this many points. Oh yes, thank you. Finally, a Pokemon I want that's not all full. Nice. Alright, we got a Banette. Interesting. But yeah, overall, Banette, I don't know if it's a top tier Pokemon, honestly, despite the fact it is a berry specialist at the new area. It's decently fast. It has a decent ingredient rate. I think potentially what I'm doing here is just overall not valuing it as strong as it probably should be. It's just Gengar comes so close. It also farms mushrooms. And then on the same area, you have Raichu and Steelix, which are definitely S tier, if not double S tier. They're just that good. And at that point in time, I feel like the Banette is a little bit lacking. So yeah, that's my opinion on it, and we'll see if it changes over the next couple of weeks. We have a big hit on the Rattata, and I'm just gonna catch this. I'm so close to the new month anyway that if I somehow need that one biscuit now in the nap session coming up too, then that's gonna be unfortunate, but yeah. Okay, it's not all full. Good session so far. Fuecoco, Banette, and Rattata, all really good Pokemon to add to my collection. Right, we're gonna put up the Skeledirge in the widget, and man, had this been hungry, that would have been nice, but it's not, so yeah. Yeah, I've caught an Espeon already, and I used that for the candy conversion. And you can see I've even been desperate enough to try to catch Eradicate. I just have not found a good rat. I don't understand it. And then Dr. Fail rolls up early game with the boss rat. So yeah, let's take a look at what we just got. Top Belly Espeon. Fuecoco is the definitively strongest candy to send here in my opinion. Arguably, maybe the Banette, but for the most part, I like the Skeledirge. So, a lot of Dream Shards, 50,000. Now being max rank again, thankfully. Okay, what we got? Lax Nature. I don't remember this one. I think it's bad. I'm just looking for straight up Mono Apple, cracked, just ingredients up here and there, and just everything aligned and making like right into the sunset. That's my Skeledirge standard, so let's see if we got it. Double Apple Herbs. Not a huge fan, but in the case that it's got ingredients here early on, I may consider it, but the thing is, Skeledirge is a ghost type, and so it's favored at the new area. And overall, I get a sense that desserts is really favored at the new area. I would say Lapis was more like curries. I don't know, maybe salads. But I feel like desserts is what this new area is all about. That's at least the impression I get when they introduce coffee. So yeah. Helping bonus, helping speed, inventory, skill trigger. Oof, the main skill chance down. But it's got energy recovery up, which is kind of nice when it's a self-healer. Although I would probably prefer it being ingredients up here. See, I think the hunt continues, but it's not bad. It's just I already have a Rash, which is ingredients up. Mono Apple, Fuecoco, so it's going to be a little bit hard to beat. We'll just have to see. Now, helping bonus, speed, on a self-healer, favored berry Pokemon at the new area. That is pretty tempting, but we'll just have to see. So, next up, we have the Banette. Quiet Nature. I think this is good for skill specialists, not for berry specialists. Mixed ingredient list. Skill trigger, inventory, no berry finding, no berry finding. Whoa, ingredients up. Wow, awful. That is really, really bad. Wait, I'm glad at the very least I spent the premium on it and not too much more. That was a bad find. Skill trigger, inventory, ingredient finding up, skill trigger. Just nothing there. Can't be salvaged. Right, then we have the Raticates. I'm kind of over Snowdrop Tundra at this point in time, so I don't even know why I'm catching these. Careful Nature is awful. That is for skill specialists. Actually, I think potentially that is ingredients down, so then it kind of works out either way. So I'm getting close to friendship level 40. And I think I got a berry finding Rattata at some point in time, but it was so close to level 40 here that I figured, you know what, I'm just going to keep going until I find the berry finding helping bonus cracked rat. So I see the two, yeah, like you can see the Rattata candies. This is ridiculous. 1400 Rattata candy. It is level 15, so if this is berry finding helping bonus, it would be helping bonus berry finding. I see there are 2 gold skills, and oh man, can this be my rat? It's not. Man, how many times does this have to happen for it to just not happen anymore? Okay, so main skill chance up ingredient finding, overall net positive. I would say on a self-healer with the ingredients down, main skill chance up, and a berry specialist, huge. May arguably even be better than the speed up depending on what kind of healer you got, because in this case, at level 50, let's say we had swapped out these gold skills for something viable, then this Rattata would essentially just live at 150%, and so you get that extra sneaky in the night no matter what. Bad rat. Not the boss. I need to beat the boss. That's the whole point. I started hunting this before that, but yeah. So, we also have a nap session, and I'm getting a lot of sneaky snacking this week. Actually, I should swap out these two. Let me reshuffle my team real quick before I forget. And I see that I managed to cook the lunch right before the dinner time. So that is pretty nice. And then, yeah, I need to put on the Sylveon again. And put on the Entei. And you can see both of these are very highly charged. The Sylveon is 137, and so kind of is the Entei. And then, yeah, when you reset, or when you switch out Pokemon, the skills reset, but not the ingredients and the berries. So you can see here, I still got stuff here on the Raichu, waiting for me for 2 more days. And then, Old Gourd Power Plant is on. And I have the same thing happening with the Typhlosion and the Ninetales. So with that, let's hop into the nap. We're gonna hop right into it. And now that I've switched teams too, I get the experience onto the Entei and the Sylveon like I want. I think it should be around 3 hours, something like this. 3.5. Yeah, I tried to do a big nap because I am looking for the Fuecoco, and I kind of need a bit of Drowsy to really get any spawns whatsoever. So that was the whole strategy here. And also on my free-to-play, I'm trying to find some Totodiles, and you know, 3 encounters, maybe not it. So let's see at 4 what we got. Larvitar, not bad. And this is outside of the event. So actually, I don't have a shot. I can't find the Fuecoco. What am I doing? Riolu, Cubone, Larvitar, more Cubone, and a Marowak. That's not good. I have to reconsider my strategy because obviously it's not an event anymore. I got so used to it. It was so comfy. I could just nap every day and get the Pokemon I wanted every now and then. But it seems like at the very least for the next couple of days here at not Snowdrop Tundra. I've gotten so used to say that. Here at Taupe Hollow, I will have to do just a main session here on the main account. And a hungry Cubone? What is this? Okay, so overall, I don't have a good Cubone. It is hungry. I'm not very interested in any of these Pokemon, to be honest. I already have a level 60 Tyranitar. I'm not going to catch Moriola unless they show up hungry. And so, to an extent, I don't even have a lot more biscuits. And yeah, this just got very awkward. I'm just going to feed this one the premium and call it a day. And then we'll see what this Cubone is all about. I'm definitely not too interested in a Marowak unless I really need it for some weird Greengrass Isle roles because I have a pretty strong fire type team now for Taupe Hollow. But yeah, let's see what we got. So the actual candy I sent to the friend list was not Fuecoco, it's Larvitar. Assuming it overwrites. I'm not too sure exactly how the mechanic works yet, so let's see what we got. A lot less drowsy power and a lot less dream shards and all this stuff, so modest nature is awful. That is the worst. It is speed down, ingredients up. Helping bonus and speed. Oof, that is really, really not good. There we go. Yeah. Mono Ginger does not matter. It's a berry specialist with ingredients up. And that's not good because Marowak has above 20% in that ingredient rate. So if you slap on that ingredient finding and the sub skill coming in later too, you're just going to be in a lot of trouble. And then if you want a sneaky snacky anyhow, it's not going to be good with speed down, which also eats at that speed sub skill. Unfortunate. And at that point, we have gone through all the content we had here today. So you can leave a big old thumbs up on this video if you like these kinds of videos and content. And then stay tuned for later this week. I have been overstacking like mad. Like, look at this. Typhlosion. Raichu. Ninetales. God willing, I don't make a mistake the next couple of days, but my old gold power plant is going to be fueled up on Wednesday. And I'm actually not going to cook too much more either here at Taupe Hollow. I just wanted to knock out that final dish since I rolled desserts anyway, so I might as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again in another video.